Hey, it's Activate Running Coaching time. Today I'd like to pick up on Coach Nathan's excellent video that you'll find on the Dubbo Stampede Facebook page that he did some weeks ago on running form. And I'd like to expand upon it a little bit, or perhaps condense it, depends on how you look at it, into 3 letters. TLC. In other words, giving your run a bit of TLC. No, not tender loving care, but 3 other words which we'll get to in a minute after I just go for a bit of a run. I'll be back soon. Hi, I'm back from my run, showered, dressed, ready for work as a physiotherapist. Following up on TLC, the letters, what do they stand for? What can our runner do better? And that's my runner. Not a very good artist, am I? What can we get our runner to do that will make him less likely to get injured, perhaps run more efficiently, perhaps even a little quicker? Well, the 3 letters, T for think tall. Nathan in his video describes it as upright posture and imagining your hair being pulled up. So think tall. Think tall. The second thing that Nathan describes in his video is leaning. Now, which sounds, as he says, counterintuitive from the thinking tall or being tall or upright posture, but it's leaning from the ankles. And this is what distinguishes it between leaning from the hips or the back and leaning from the ankles. Leaning from the ankles is going to encourage a sort of a perpetual falling motion. So lean from the ankles. Lean from the ankles. Create that perpetual falling motion. And the third thing that Nathan talks about, actually I think he talks about it first in his video, is cadence. And perhaps a lot of us, our cadence is a little bit too low. And when it's too low, we have this tendency to overstride. Our foot goes out too far in front of us. Our foot lands on the ground, probably striking at the heel, which is okay in itself, but if the leg is too far forward, then you're going to overstretch tissue and perhaps even increase those compression forces as you strike the ground. So if you can increase your cadence a smidge, you'll probably have less tendency to overstride. What is the ideal cadence? Well, it depends really on the runner's biometrics, I suppose you could say, the length of their leg, the length of their muscles, how tall they are. There's a lot of factors, how muscular. And the other factor, of course, is how fast you're going. The faster you're going, the cadence naturally increases anyway. But if your cadence is too low, and probably under about 160 is too low, then it's a good idea to use your smartwatch and check out your cadence, or if you have to, measure it by counting the number of steps in a minute and halving it, and that'll give you your cadence. Actually, it might be doubling it. So if you take, every step in a minute. So yes, double it if you're counting one leg. That'd be right. So cadence. Let's think about cadence. Where are we here? Over here. Cadence. Let's say over 160 steps per minute. TLC. Think tall, lean from the ankles, and increase your cadence a smidge.